Hey y'all, coming at you with a different kind of video. Today we're going to delve into hourly planners and learning if they're a good fit for the planner you are. I don't really have much to say as in a way of introduction, so we're just going to dive into this video. Fingers crossed that I can actually get through this video without running off of multiple tangents. So let's get into it. So first, I want to disclaim and say that for the absolute longest time, I was not an hourly planner believer. And also, as a side note, if y'all hear gaming, like the football, NFL, and if you hear the furnace, I'm in my office, but I am currently listening to the playoffs right now. It's wild card, and the furnace is actually going on because my computer or my desk is right by our furnace. So I apologize. I'm gonna try to reduce the background noise as much as possible. I did think about muting the game, but it's already low as possible, and I don't want to miss parts of it. So I'm kind of doing this voiceover in clutch right now. But anyway, yeah, I wasn't a big believer in hourly planners. I honestly didn't see a purpose in it, nor did I see a purpose in chronological planning, which is where you put your plans in chronological order of your day, which is kind of like the hourly. But from what I've seen a lot of people do with hourly planners is they jump around by placing stuff and they'll leave a lot of white space. I just didn't see a need for it. And I was one of the ones that was like, ooh, why does people need hourly planners? Ooh, I don't want to be that type of planner. But with some self-reflection and some growth, because I was being very immature, I began to learn the draw of an hourly planner, and that was very much being able to see where all your time was going. Because at first, for me, it started with I wanted to know how many hours I was sleeping a day. So having an hourly planner would have very much helped in that experiment. And before I knew it, it had morphed into me kind of breaking my days up to into AM and PM. And then from AM and PM, it went to, okay, I actually have an appointment at this time. What can I get done around this appointment so that I'm not wasting my day being anxious over the fact that I have an appointment? And that's usually how my days consist of. If I have an appointment, there was a time in my life not too long ago where I wouldn't be able to focus on anything but knowing that I had that appointment, and my whole day will be structured around my anxiety for that appointment. And I have come so far, uh, and I have, I've come far from that. And there are moments when I revert back to that type of behavior, and that's okay because I am always in healing, I want to say. And the hourly planner kind of helped with my anxiety, kind of helped with the stress of knowing that you can get things done because the event is at 6 or the event is at 9. You have a whole freaking day to get something else done. And seeing that on paper was, because I'm a visual person, seeing that on paper helped with my anxiety in those moments not have the power over me that I felt that it did. Hourly planners do have a place in the planning world, which is a given because there are hourly planners out there. But for me, especially, who was a naysayer, yeah, very much so. Very much so. So let's talk about how to know if hourly planners are for you or if a modified way to hourly planners are for you instead. So I know that sounds confusing, but let me explain. So like I spoke about the different ways in which I was going to use an hourly planner, that may be what you end up using an hourly planner for, especially if you are not open to using an hourly planner at this time in your planning life. Because I know some people get like hybrid planners that have an hourly section, but it has other sections to go with it. I'm mostly talking about hourly planners only, like what you're seeing on the screen right now with columns of time stamps. Those are the type of hourly planners I'm talking about. Not saying that the other kinds are wrong, but those are kind of like a hybrid system. To know if hourly planning is for you, do you use your phone calendar, like Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, or Outlook Calendar? If you use that for appointments, to do time duration management, hourly planners are definitely for you. And I say that because you are already doing it just digitally. And if you do it on paper as like a pre-planned way, or as a, I guess, as a time management type of thing, it's the same exact thing. You're just doing it on paper instead of digitally. So if you were to then get a planner like a Hobonichi Cousins, where the weekly section has the hourly divots, and then you can use the daily section for everything else, will be a great kind of example of what I'm talking about. And I think that's why I learned an appreciation for hourly planners in my Hobonichi Cousins, because when with the spacing of the Hobonichi Cousins, I didn't have the big space that you usually get with like a classic happy planner, a medium passion planner, or even a regular EC life planner. I had to utilize those timestamps for appointments instead of trying to write it in a box or write it alongside an icon or a character. It's many ways in which you can go about using an hourly planner. If you're trying to use it like for a sleep schedule, you can very well do that. I mean, I would say pull out some highlighters, get your favorite pen, and for each day notate that, and then use the bottom portion of the hourly planner to notate any changes, anything like that. But I guess just like I talked about in my pre-planning video, go in with whatever, like go in with an idea of what it is you want to use it for. If you are an event planner and you need to structure clients or you need to structure appointments, hourly planners are the way to go. If you are a student, definitely hourly planners are the way to go. If you are a teacher, like anything that where time blocking is important to you, or monopolizing as much of the time as you can in your day, hourly planners will be a tremendous help to your productivity. And like y'all know, here at Crafting by the Pound, we're all about that functional yet decorative and being the best productive people that we can be. So yeah. Hourly planners may not be for you if a digital planner is working for you. And I know some people use digital planners, like Passion Planner has their brand. There's a bunch of people on Etsy that have their own brand of digital planners you can use in like GoodNotes, or even some of them have apps that have hourly sections. Me personally, I'm not a digital planner, but if that works for you, I mean personally, I can't see how you're able to whip that thing out in a meeting, or whip that thing out, while you're on a Zoom call and be like, oh yeah, and I don't know, because I'm a take notes type of person, so it's hard for me to visualize that. I guess hourly planners don't necessarily have to be structured to only paper planners. That's just the most experience I've ever had with an hourly planner is on with paper planners. I feel like I went on a tangent. Sorry. I don't know, because like for the longest, like I said, I have been a vertical planner, and I've just recently dabbled in horizontal planning. Because I'm like, after a while, you get to that point where you're able to create a system for yourself, and that amount of space does not make sense anymore. And so with an hourly planner, I felt like I made more sense putting stuff within time blocks than I did in just having a bunch of stickers go down vertically. You may just be an hourly planner during certain seasons, or you may be an hourly planner for certain parts of your life. Like for if you want to, structure your home life, hourly planner might work for you. If you want to structure your school life, an hourly planner might work for you. If you want to structure your work life, an hourly planner might work for you. So I guess be strong in your convictions of what you would use an hourly planner for, and go for it. I just feel like, this is a very much a preference type of thing and an experimental thing of don't knock it until you tried it type, lesson. Like me, like I definitely knocked it until I had to try it, and I understood the appeal. I think that's pretty much it. Let me know in the comments what type of planner you are. Like, do you like have an hourly planner that's part of your planning system, or do you have like a combination planning system like a Hobonichi Cousins, where you use multiple planning systems, multiple planning spreads to kind of stay on top of everything going on in your life. I honestly, I'm curious because I've thought about creating like an hourly section in my bullet journal, and I did that once upon a time, but I didn't utilize it as much as I thought I would. So the spread ended up being obsolete. You can leave a comment on this video, or you can message me on Instagram or even on TikTok. So I will talk to y'all in another video. I thank y'all so much for watching this far, and I hope y'all go check out other videos I have on my channel. Thank you for your support. Honestly, good luck on your planning journey, and I hope that you are able to start cranking out some productive planning systems so that you can be the best you can possibly be. So that's all I have to say. Thank you again. Bye.